Hello, my name is Arethea Brooks, and I am an actress, author, entrepreneur, and soon to be health coach. I run the blog at Essentials to a Journey. So, what I would like to do for you guys today is give you 6 ways in which you can reset your nervous system after stress to support your mental, your physical, your spiritual, and emotional wellness. But before I get into the 6 ways in which you can begin to support your nervous system, we will talk about what the nervous system is, and it's just basically made up of 2 parts. Your nervous system is made up of the central and the peripheral nervous system. And when your nervous system is out of whack, we can begin to take on chronic illnesses. That's when disease start to happen. It's when we're just very stressed out. So it's important, especially if you have or you live a life where you're just constantly busy, you're working all the time, you are taking on more than one responsibility, and you're just juggling so many different things. So it's just really important to stabilize our nervous system, especially at a time like this, in a society like this, that we're in. So the first way to support your nervous system is to eat B vitamin foods. Now, the reason it's important to make sure you're intaking the B vitamin foods is because it supports your brain. So B vitamins are very supportive of the brain, and the brain is connected to the nervous system. And regardless of what diet you're consuming, whether you are vegan, vegetarian, you like meat, fish, whatever, there are so many different ways and sources that you can get your B vitamins from. So it's very important to make sure that you have a balanced diet that is filled with some B vitamins. Now, way number 2 that you can reset your nervous system. Oh, and also, I will say that B vitamins are also a part of the mental wellness. So just to clarify, it's supporting your mental wellness. So number 2, the second way that you can begin to support your nervous system is to meditate in the middle of the day or before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, whenever you feel like you're kind of feeling a little unsettled and ungrounded. Meditating is so important. It brings a sense of calm, a sense of stillness, presence, your awareness. So it really stabilizes the nervous system. So basically what you're doing when you're meditating is all you need is a comfortable position, some place where you have space to just bring peace and quiet. So where there's not a lot of noise, and just sit for maybe, I will say at the least maybe 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to just bring in that inner stillness, recenter yourself, rebalance yourself, and just kind of, again, bring some calm and quiet to your nervous system. Way number 3 that you can reset your nervous system is by journaling daily. Now, the journaling part, this is part of it supports your mental wellness. So what you're doing with journaling is you're basically just taking out either a piece of paper, or if you have a journal, and what you want to do is keep this, I want to say, in a sacred place or in a place away from others, especially if you live amongst others. You have other family members. You just really want to make this a sacred practice and keep the journal by your bedside or somewhere that's just out of the way from other people. And what you can do with this journal practice is make it sacred. I look at journaling as something very sacred, and you can take the journal and just kind of write down what you're going through, how you're feeling, and it's also a way to do a bit of self-inquiry or a little bit of reflection. So it's an opportunity to kind of self-reflect and understand yourself, kind of understand the mental state that you're in and even your emotions. So when all else fails, if you are one of those type of people that just love to write, hence I'm a blogger, I love writing. So I support it 100%. Just take out your pen and paper and you know, write it all out and reflect back, reread it, and yeah, enjoy it. So the fourth way in which you can reset your nervous system after stress is to work up a sweat. This is also one of my favorite things to do because I absolutely love working out, and I get what they call, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term, a runner's high, but working out and working up a sweat and getting your body moving, it's a great way to kind of like release the endorphins. It helps you to release, and the endorphins, they help you to release the pain. So if you're experiencing any pain, the endorphins that's what's going to help you. But also, you're getting that runner's high. You're getting that high that just kind of helps you to just like let go and release everything. So if all else fails and you're one of those people that just kind of really like to blow off some steam and do a really good cardio, anything that will get your heart rate up, any type of like HIIT, or even yoga sometimes. Like I love to do yoga, and I always find myself working up a sweat if I'm doing a yoga style workout. So it's really great to do that to relieve and reset your nervous system. Now, the fifth way that you can reset your nervous system after stress is to try natural sedatives. And basically what these are, the sedatives are, they kind of like calm you. They bring calm and peace and stillness in the body and the muscles. And prime examples of natural sedatives are basically chamomile tea. I noticed that some chamomile teas have lavender, and for me that's really soothing, very relaxing. I like to have this tea at night. Also, melatonin is another great natural sedative that you can kind of use to help you to wind down before bed, or even in the afternoon if you just need something just to kind of relax your muscles, relax your body, relax your being. So it's another great way to, again, reset your nervous system after stress, and this supports your physical wellness. And the sixth way that you can reset your nervous system after stress to support your overall wellness is this one is one that it might be a little bit questionable for some people and maybe even be a very sensitive topic, but I find crying a great way to relieve stress. To me, I look at crying as a very sacred practice. It sounds funny, but it is, for me, something where I like to allow myself to release whatever is going on in the day, especially if you've had a really stressful day in your home. And I would say this is another one of those, it's very similar to the journal writing. Find a sacred place, some space within your home or wherever you are, to just allow yourself to allow those emotions. And I honestly find crying to be something that's, respected and revered, because it takes bravery to come to terms with how you're feeling and to really sink into those feelings and release it, to allow yourself to release those emotions. So again, it's a sacred practice, and you can also pair this with the daily journaling and writing by, after you've had your moment to come to terms with your emotions, to really let those emotions out and give yourself a good cry. Take the opportunity to take your journal and just write things out and say, okay, well, this is how I was feeling. This is what happened. Now I feel so much more relief. I can do X, Y, and Z, or I feel way more supported that X, Y, and Z has happened. So it's just a great way to pair these things to bring a bit more relief to your nervous system after stress. I also find I'd like to add on to the crying to relieve stress. You can also use the practice of EFT tapping emotional sorry, I totally screwed the acronym up, but it's EFT is basically emotional freedom technique. There we go. So it is a great way to utilize this technique if you're not one of those people who really know how to cry, you know. And for some people, they don't. They're not as in touch with your emotions. But I find that EFT tapping is a really great way to dive into it. And there are so many different ways in which that you can do this, and there are so many great YouTube videos and even blog posts out there that can show you how to perform this technique. And I do this every other month, once a month, and I just really dive into it. And afterwards, I always feel a sense of relief, but I also feel way more empowered. So these are the 6 ways. Again, let's reframe. First way to relieve stress, to reset your nervous system after stress is to, number 1, eat B vitamin foods. Number 2, meditate in the middle of the day or before bed. Number 3, journal daily. Number 4, work up a sweat. Number 5, try natural sedatives. And number 6, give yourself a good cry. So I hope that any or all of these ways has been useful for you guys. There are so many other ways in which you can reset your nervous system after stress. And you know, it's one thing to be able to give you guys this information, but I think it really takes practicing, you know, implementing these 6 ways into your daily practice, finding ways to make these things a part of your routine, a part of your ritual, whatever, putting this within your day and just trying it out for 30 days and seeing how you feel. So if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel here at Essentials to a Journey. And you can also find me or find any other things such as my blog post, way to find my blog post, or just subscribe to my email list in order to get way more health advice if you've enjoyed this channel and you'd like to learn more. So again, thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Peace, light, and much love. Bye.